I got like lots of rejections from my interview as well. Had to find out everything by ourselves, and there were nobody to guide us. You need to have a dedication. That is what I see in the Korean people, that dedication is lacking in them.
Hey guys, welcome to the another episode of The Diary of a Developer. Today I have a guest. His name is Amit. He has been working as a software engineer almost 5 years. Currently, he's working as a senior software engineer in 𝐃𝐞𝐃. So let's welcome Amit. Amit, welcome.
Thanks, friend.
Do you like to introduce yourself in better way?
Hey, it's me, Amit Bhandari. I have around 5 years of experience working as a software engineer. So currently I'm working as a senior software engineer in 𝐃𝐞𝐃 with front-end focus. Also, I have knowledge on several back-end technologies as well as some of the DevOps technologies as well, apart from working on the front-end.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, thanks for sharing that. So I want to start your journey. Can you share all your journey that you build your career in software industry? First, why did you even choose it? And what it's like to be working in the software industry?
Yep. So when I was in like maybe in grade 8 or 10, so I had like some of my brothers who was a software engineer, right?
Oh,
And
okay.
during that age, so I have some kind of feeling like in the future I'll be a software engineer. And that's why I started thinking about it and just focusing on my future career. And then after, when I completed my +2, then I gave an entrance for the IOE, and I was able to secure my name in the 𝐓𝐡𝐶 campus. Then I studied for around 4 years for my computer engineering degree over there. I had like 1 year of experience while I was studying in 𝐓𝐡𝐶. For 1 year, I just was teaching the section officer for the government of Nepal.
Okay.
And as soon as I complete my engineering, then I came here in Australia to pursue my master's degree. And yeah, I had to struggle a lot during my master's, because as an international student, you know, you have to work hard for your fees, and you have to maintain your studies and all those sort of things. So it was kind of a hard journey for me, but still I was more dedicated to my career. That's why I was able to achieve my career in the software engineer. But it took maybe around like 4 to 5 months for me, because there was not proper guidance to me. So I thought if there was a like proper guidance to me, then I would have reached or landed my job sooner than getting in around like 4 to 5 months. So yeah.
And plus all the struggle you had to go through.
Yes, yep,
That's
that's
yeah, I can completely relate with you that even like myself and I met a lot of other engineer developer, including our students. It's always being international student is already challenge. And second thing is the mindset we have and also the people we have around.
Yep.
That have a huge impact as well. I'm glad that you made your like a mindset from like grade 8 you wanted to become software engineer, and thanks to your like family members and friends who were already in the industry. So do you love your work now?
Yeah, I love my work. So initially, I mean, like when you were a beginner, so you feel like it's kind of you have to give some more time, right? And there are some lots of bugs and issues that you need to solve, and you are just a beginner. So in that phase, like you find it some kind of hectic. But when you become familiar with the programming language, then you feel it's easier and easier. And when you come at the like advanced level, or when you try to increase your tech stack or increase your knowledge, then you feel like your job is getting easier and easier.
True. I always say make the bug your friend, you know.
Yeah.
More friend you have, the easier gonna be your life gonna be, especially in the bug, right?
Yeah, that's
So I
true.
want to go back to your like entire journey that we just understood.
Yep.
That the journey you had. I want to break it down in terms of that. How was your learning process?
Yep.
What was the struggle, and how did you overcome, so that somebody who is watching this could
Yep.
relate? And then if they are in one of these stages where you have passed,
Yep.
maybe some of the thing you have done will definitely help them. So before that, I want to jump into when did you start writing your first line of code?
I think it was back around 2016 or 15 when I was studying my Bachelor's of Computer Engineering in 𝐓𝐡𝐞 campus. So there was a course like C programming, right?
Okay.
That's where I started my first programming career.
Okay. So looking into that, so when did you get your first paid role as a developer?
So the first paid role as a developer is like after I came here in Australia, and after I completed my master's degree, then I spent around like 4 to 5 months of searching all those jobs. And yeah, within around like 5 to 6 months, then I was able to land
The job.
job as a software engineer. Then yeah, that was the first time I received
Pay
my
for the
pay. Yeah,
So I hope that's really make you happy.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And it's not only about pay, it's about the satisfaction being about, now I'm an engineer, Yeah. So now looking into that, so from 15, since you wrote your first line of code, and we made that all the journey, and around 18, it took almost 3 years, we could say, right?
Yep.
So the reason I wanted to go back to this question is that we have a lot of students reaching out saying, hey, I want to get a job in 3 months. And then when you ask their skill level, whatever university teaches them is that all. So what do you think about that? How practical it is, and what students should think instead?
Yeah. So let me give you my example. So I came here at 2018, right?
Yeah.
So back in Nepal, after I completed my bachelor, so I didn't work as a developer job. Hence, I didn't have a proper programming or developer experience. Then I came here to pursue my master's degree. And as an international student, so I need to collect my fee, and I had to work a lot. So
of course, your expenses, probably some responsibilities over home. Yeah. Completely understand, because I've been through that as well.
So I used to work as a kitchen hand, as a cleaner as well. So I worked around like 2 years until I finished my master's degree, right? So I had worked as a kitchen hand and cleaner. Then after, I had some kind of feeling in my heart that I need to land a job in my IT, right? But I didn't have any previous experience, or I didn't have some other people who can guide me, like you need to do these steps, you need to do these steps in order to get the developer job or programming job. So that was what I was lacking. Besides that, so what I was focused on is I land a job. So what I used to do is I used to work as a kitchen hand, and for example, the shift used to be from 5 o'clock to 12 o'clock, right?
Yeah, the evening shift.
Yeah, evening shift. And what I used to do in the morning, so I used to work at around 8 o'clock, and from 8 to until 3, so I've got that time, right? So in that time, I used to utilize my time learning several programming languages or doing any project.
So it's all about upskilling your skill.
Yeah, upskilling. Because in the interview, they will ask you the certain questions, and if you can't answer, then they won't take you, right? And you need to be prepared for that. And as I don't have a previous experience, so that was the thing which I could focus on. That's why I used that my time in order to learn the several technologies. And it was like some time when I used to face some bugs, right? And I had to go back to the job, and I go to the kitchen hand, come back, and when I was doing the kitchen hand, and I could have solved it by this method, and I just come home, and maybe I come home at around 12:30, or it will be around sometime 12, sometime 1. So 1 p.m. in the night, and I used to just open my laptop and just for half an hour, I used to just fix that box and sleep. So here what I can say is you need to have a dedication. So that is what I see in the current people. So the current people, that dedication is lacking in them. For example, what they want is they want to get job as soon as they do any job ready program, right? So maybe
university degree.
Yeah. So it takes some of the time, because you need to have some kind of patience. We can't say that you will land a job after you do after the university degree. So you need to focus on trainings, or you need to have some kind of dedications so that you can increase your skills. And you will see after maybe 3 or 4 months, yeah, you will be able to achieve the job.
Yeah.
And let's say you achieve the job after as soon as you finish the degree. Let's suppose you achieve the
got the job, yeah.
but you need to like show something in your job.
Yeah, and
So
pass that
and
6
pass
months of that
probation period. And so if you don't have any knowledge, for example, and you just went to the job, then again it will be hard for you, right? So if you have a dedication, you are patient, and you stayed for 3 or 4 months, and you utilize your time learning more technologies, or meeting with several people, or doing any job ready program. So that will give you a proper guidance.
True.
Which was I was lacking, because what I was thinking is like I used to gather all those resources, right? But in the current market, you can see like there are job readies, even dental course, so they will provide you everything, so that you don't need to go here and there, because you can talk with some professionals, you can talk with or even you have a like good mentor, and you can get each and every information in the current market, so which will be, I guess, a lot of beneficials in order to land the job in the IT career.
Yeah, so basically, you know, like we have some people come for the counseling and then getting information, and they say, hey, I have a university degree, I should get a job. You know, that's a mindset.
Yeah.
And then you already answer that question. So I want to ask you this. Let's say after, of course, you finish your degree and then you work really hard, and then you gain the skill sets, and then you got the job. So if you have to put into the percentage, how much percentage your university contributed to your job versus how much your skill contributed to your job?
Yeah.
If you have to put into the percentage, where would you put university degree and your skill?
I think I'll just give a very much less amount for my university degree. Maybe let's give 5 or 10%, because I literally know. So university, if you do the university course, so they come to the university, they teach you something. So it's not of the like
that advanced level.
Advanced level.
Yeah, I know some of my students who have done the universities. What we cover here in first 2 weeks is pretty much equivalent to what is it in the university. In practical aspect. They really do great job with the theory and principle, which is needed as well. But that can be learned. But the hard part is the practical
skills.
Right? And then, as you said, the dedication. Because learning to code may be not cup of tea for everybody. Because it is hard and it's challenging, right? And then if you do lab, I think give more time, like you have done, you know. Like I remember, I can relate, you know, you're saying when you say doing in the kitchen hand, I can keep remembering the bug, trying to fix in my head. And as soon as I go to home, I can't wait to open my laptop. Have happened to me many times here. So my brain pretty much codes every, like back in days, you know, 24 hours. I don't know in the dream, but as soon as my eyes open, I start thinking about coding and building project. So that means my head is in that scope all the time. So if I hear any word, if I read something or if I watch something, I'll pick up quickly because my state is already there. You know, but if you are not dedicated, you want to have more other things going around. And if you need to go back to, if you hear some word, because your state is not ready to consume that technology related word, and then you don't register that, you're only going to get less information, right? That's why 3-4 months is enough. Otherwise, sometime I have seen students, they say they are doing self practice for 2 years, even 3 years, and their skill level is still not in that level where they could have reached. You know, it could be because the amount they have dedicated for the learning is not enough, or maybe there is not consistency. Okay, with that saying, you have definitely come through your main struggles. What are your main struggles learning new tech stack? Because thinking as a beginner before, and now as a senior software engineer, you need to keep skilling yourself. So what was your main struggle learning back then, and then how it differ from now, and then how do you overcome that?
So if you see, while I passed out in 2018, so it didn't used to have like a job ready program and all those sort of thing, right? So we had to find out everything by ourselves, and there was nobody to guide us, like how to find or how to land an IT job, and what are the like requirements that you need to possess, and what are the interview skills, so what are the technical skills. So we didn't learn that. Maybe somehow we can just like go through the Google and find out.
So basically, you have to do everything. You have to do everything.
That's true. So I had to do everything, And even I didn't have someone with experienced people who will say me like, you need to face interview like this. You need to prepare for technical questions like this, right? So that was what I was lacking. That's why I got like lots of rejections from my interview as well.
That's part of the
Yeah,
process.
yeah. But in the initially, but the good thing is like after you attend many interviews, so you will become practice itself. For
That's
example,
the process.
yeah, that's what that's what was the beneficial for me as well. I mean, like I attended much of the interviews, and they used to ask lots of technical questions. And what I used to do is like after I finished my interview, I used to gather all those technical questions. So that questions prepared me, because while going through that questions, I used to learn other questions as well, right?
True.
So yeah, that was what it helped me a lot. I mean, you don't need to feel demotivated. I know, like I used to separate one day, maybe either Saturday or Sunday when I was free from job. I used to separate that day completely from 8 o'clock in the morning until 6 o'clock in the evening, applying for job.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
so,
so dedication.
Yeah, I applied for 𝐶, LinkedIn, everything.
How
Even
many jobs did you apply?
Oh, yeah, I have applied a lots of job. That means even if my profile match with like some sort of job, right? But in some jobs, maybe my profile will match around 20 or 30 or 40%, and that's fine. I used to apply for the job so that I can get the interview. Because if I got the chance for interview, then maybe they will ask me some sort of questions.
Then you can prove your worth.
Yeah, I can prove me as well, and it will also makes me prepare for another interview.
True, true. And yeah, usually what I suggest is if your profile matching around 50 to 60%, I said just apply.
Yeah.
You know,
I agree.
And there are 3 types of skill I usually categorize.
Yep.
One is basically the transferable skill. That means, you know, foundation fundamental. So if you need to go to the workplace, you are not starting from zero. You can just continue from there. And another level of skill is, let's say, basic level skill. So you can use the technology to make something work, but you need to do more Googling around to see how to do it. And another one is, of course, the expert skill. That means you are very confident on, and you can just write to yourself. And I said, if there are always 1 or 2 core skill they are looking for, right? If that matches, and if everything else matches, make it up to 60%, I said, go ahead and apply, right? And then because sometime in job application, they put a lot of things that is not even required, because they want to get something with everything, you know? Somebody was saying in the, you know, the meme say, when they are looking for full stack developer, they look for the entire IT department in one person, you know? So yeah, it's good that you should have that transferable skill, basic skill, and also you must have some core skill, and then just go ahead and apply. So very important part is to getting that first call.
First, yeah, that's true. I agree. Because in the software industry, the very hard for like our community is to land the first job. So if you land your first job in IT, it's very good for you to switch another job, and your pay will also increase rapidly. I know for the like when you start your basic career, the pay may be low. But after you are like comfortable or you land your job in IT, then if you go on like another level, then
there is a huge growth potential. So okay, now let's go back to the question we just started in this conversation. So how was your struggle and how you overcome? So can we summarize that saying the main problem you are facing was you don't know what to learn, or having something that is ready so that you can just follow through, so that it will help you to get job faster or learn faster with the less minimum effort, right? So that means we could say, if you, now there is pretty much everything available online. You know, you can go and then start learning path, or reach out to someone who already made the career there. Everybody can help in the LinkedIn. Just reach out, build a good repo, and ask, hey, how did you build your career? Advise me something, you know. They will advise, or we can definitely join something program like us. Now we have that ready-made path to help you learn, right? So that means anybody who is in this situation, they can definitely reach out someone who have built the career in tech, and then get started from there, so that they don't have to spend as much time as you have. And then more importantly, the stress, and burnout, so they can smoothly transit into the career. But they need to mind that they have to put the hours though.
Yeah, that's
Right?
true. Yeah, you need to give some of your time, and you need to have passions, and you need to have dedication as well. So you can't depend on any other person, like he will or she will provide me and I'll land into the job. So that will be like, I mean, that will act as a guidance to you, but even
You have to work on the path.
you have to work, because if you don't work, so it's not possible.
Yeah.
I mean, because that is a kind of guidance and support, right? So, but that support is very much helpful in order to land the first job, because if you are like a current graduate, then we also need to sustain our living styles, right? That's why you need to work. So what will happen is, like, as you are doing the another job, so we can't have like too much time so that we can go through this resource, collect this resource. Even we don't have a mentors, even we don't have like resources, and we don't have a time to go all through all these resources. So if we have got like someone or
Something ready.
who will guide you, then yeah, that will even
Speed up
lessen
your
your
process.
time, speed up your process, and it will be lessen your time as well.
True. Hey guys, quickly popping up to ask you some favor. If you haven't already, can you please subscribe this channel and then help me spread this message to more aspiring developers. Thank you. Yeah, I used to think this way, as a student. Let's say if I had to buy some program, right?
Yep.
I always say how much it cost, but I never thought that back in days, the return is gonna give me, and the amount of time it could save me, and which is basically my potential earning. And I lose that a lot of potential by not making small investment now, thinking that I'm gonna do everything myself. You know what I mean? So I still see a lot of students. Again, this is completely personal preference, but if you don't have a time, if you don't have someone who can help you, highly recommend join some program that has everything ready for you, so that it will save your time. You have a high chance to land the job fast, start earning money fast. That will pay you well more than what you have invested, isn't it? So it will save a lot of time and then effort. Okay, so let's say this is for someone who already have learned the skill and struggling to find the job. They have the skills, let's say, but somehow they have not been able to secure the job or not being able to get some interviews. Now, if I put you on their shoes, so let's say you cannot say now you have 5 years of experience, currently working in one of the reputed company in Australia as a senior software engineer. You can keep your all the skill, but you cannot just mention that you have the experience. So and you have 30 days to land the job or get your first interview. What would be your step-by-step process going through, so that the other people who have that skill can follow through? What would you do that?
So the first thing is, like, I'll dedicate some of my time in learning. So for example, I'll be creating like much of the projects, and I'll deploy that projects live, so that I can show that project in my resume. So that's what I did, right? I didn't have any experience. I knew like no company will take you, right, if you don't have proper experience, because the market was competitive. So the thing that you can show your experience is, like, you need to create a project,
Large scale
project, deploy it, and like add it in your resume, so that the recruiter can go to your project, or even if you are applying for the organization, put the GitHub like a link, so that they can go to the GitHub and see the codes, and from seeing the code, like, there is a much more probability of landing you the job. That's what happened to me as well. So what I did was, everything I learned, so I used to deploy it and just put the URL link as well as the GitHub link.
True.
And sometimes the recruiter may reach out to you and will just show me your like GitHub profile. So that means you will be ready with everything, right? That's why it will help you a lot. And apart from that, you can also go to if you don't have any experience and you want to enter into the IT market, then you can go to the Upwork, right? And just
do freelancing.
Freelancing. Then that's what you can add it in your resume as well. So because if you get the job after maybe, let's suppose, 1 year, then the recruiter will definitely ask you, so what were you doing during that year?
Exactly.
So that's what you can do, is like, I was either working as a personal project or maybe I was doing some freelancing work.
Exactly.
That's why you can show that gap, because if you have got more gaps, then yeah, it
There's
will
a
be
problem.
even harder. So, but in that gap, if you can show that you are doing your personal project or you are doing something else, then yeah, that will be a lots of beneficial to the for
Well,
you
finding
to
the job.
land into the job industry. Yeah. So that's
So
what I think I'll do, or
okay,
that's what I have done as well.
okay. Any other thing we could do?
Uh, the other thing is, I mean, getting the right mentor. So that is also one thing, getting the right mentor and right kind of resources, which you will be lacking, right?
Yeah.
So if you know someone, or if you just go to the like organizations like the dented code, so you can get a lots of skills and gets a lots of knowledge, right? So you can come here and just meet your mentors and you can ask your any queries, because they are the people who had already
Gone
been
through that.
struggling and who had already landed the job, right? So they knew what they was lacking and how they were able to land their jobs in the IT industry. So if you reach out to them, then yeah, that will be a lot of help. Even I remember, like in my time, so if I had reached out to those person, or if I had this kind of resources, then yeah, my time would even less in finding the job. So I would not like spend that much of time in landing to the my first job.
True. How about now? How about LinkedIn?
Yeah, I agree. I forgot to mention. So the thing is, like, you need to make your LinkedIn resume very much like good, so that because in today's market, if you see, every recruiter or the job you applied, so they will see your LinkedIn profile, and
They'll
if you-
reach out to you for the job too.
Yep, even,
Probably
yeah,
you get a
yeah,
lot
lots
of
of
offers now.
messages from in the LinkedIn as well. Even in today's market, I think I see like more jobs are available in LinkedIn than any other pages. So if you make your LinkedIn profile very good, then yeah, it will help a lot of. It will help you a lot to land into the IT industry.
True. That's very good advice. So first, to wrap that up, gain the skill.
Yep.
Build large scale projects so that you can showcase your skill. Because when company wanna hire somebody, they don't wanna hire somebody and babysit them, right?
Yeah,
They wanna hire somebody so that they can come and actually help company make the money.
Yep.
Right?
I agree.
And then how do you prove that? Well, every single code you write, push to GitHub.
Yep.
Every single project started, complete, deploy it.
Yeah,
Right?
I agree. Yep.
And then share in the LinkedIn, optimize your LinkedIn.
Yep.
So that recruiter are looking talent a lot in the LinkedIn, they'll reach out to you, right?
Yep. Yeah,
And then, and then find mentor if you can.
Yep.
They will help you sort on the job search path. And if you can, join job ready program like Tented Code definitely help you.
Yep.
I mean, wherever you are, something is available there.
Yep.
It will help them to get the job, right?
Yeah, I agree. Even after you land a job, so for the 6 months you feel like you are insecure, right?
Yeah.
So if you know some mentor, or if you are working with like some of the organizations, then that will help you a lot. For example, if you are stuck with any issues, you can come to you
Of
as
course,
well, right?
we have all students coming a lot of time, and then we help them, guide them through the process, help them through how to solve the problem. I say, student, look, we are here for their support.
Yep.
And then we are here always whenever they need support, before job, after job, you know.
Yep.
We want to make sure that they succeed.
Yep.
And then they help my company a lot of money.
Yep.
So that company wins, they wins, and then we feel happy.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Okay, I want to go back to this AI thingy, because many students have this like a fear saying that now AI going to replace the developer job. And I have seen this word from especially students who has, or person who is not working as a developer in the industry, or from another part of the IT industry. And somehow I feel like this message is really wrong way to spread this word. So I always ask, like, real developer who is working as a developer in the industry, I wanted their opinion in this, to give a reality what's happening, so that they don't just listen everyone. Listen to the real engineer. So to answer that, what would you say AI going to replace developer role?
So no, I don't think like AI will replace the developer job. So AI will make developer more productive. So if you see the current industry, for example, if you are developing any applications, so AI will definitely give you the code, right? But you need to know how to accumulate all those code. So AI won't tell you like how to accumulate all those code. So you are the one who have to accumulate that code, add any new features. So that won't be done by AI. And even if you go to the big organizations or some of the organizations, they have like a huge repositories, right? And if you need to debug any of the code or if you need to fix any of the issues, then AI won't gonna help you. So you need to debug it yourself. You can't just search in the like ChatGPT, Amazon Q, or Google Bard to find the solutions. So even in that large repo, so if you want to add any new requirements, so AI will give you like some kind of results, but you need to refactor them and you need to implement that in that repo. That's what that will need your skills. So what I think is like AI won't replace the developer job, but AI will make developer more productive and even more efficient, because it will reduce our time, right? For example, in the previously when there was no AI, what we need to do is like we used to search that in the Google and we go for the Stack Overflow, either GitHub or in that documentation or everywhere. So that will just waste
Takes a
half
lot of
of our time, because if we are searching one thing, then we reach out to another thing, right?
Yeah.
So that will
Distract your
distract
workflow
us,
as well.
and that will just like distract a lot of time. But with AI, what you can do is like if you are searching for the typical problem, then it will give you a solution. But you are the one who is going to implement it in that repository or in that company. So for that, you need to have a knowledge. So I don't think like AI will replace the developer job. It will make developer more productive, more efficient.
Yeah, true.
I
I think to me, when I hear this, I think one of this, what AI can do is just nowadays, hey AI, just or ChatGPT, build a web page, and it will just create that spew layout, and then people have not understood how much they need to learn to become software engineer. This building UI is 0.1% of probably the software engineer.
I agree.
And if they have not understood this much part that required to be a software engineer, then with that lack of knowledge, then they are saying, yeah, you can replace the job. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel that. And then please, I really request everyone, if you are not software engineer, or you are not working as a software engineer, don't spread this word.
That's true.
Let the real software engineer talk about it. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. So because this aspiring developer who is currently studying in IT, we don't want to create fear amongst them. They have like a great vision, great mission they wanted to do, right? They wanted to build a career. Don't ruin them. You know what I mean? That's very wrong. I really feel bad about that. I wish I can help everybody to understand this with the magic wand. I mean, well, in the future we don't know what's happening, right? But for near future, there is no way.
Even I have like one questions to them. So for example, maybe 15 or 20 years before, when the calculator was invented, then did math teacher thought that now their job would be gone? Right?
It's
So
always
that's what the
enhancement.
AI is. It was just an enhancement so that you can solve your problem much faster. So that's what AI will do. AI will make your job faster or will make you efficient or productive, but it won't like take your jobs.
Yeah, I think you need to learn to adapt the AI so that you become better.
That's correct. I agree.
Yeah, that's very, very practical. Yeah. And I believe you use AI as well in the work sometimes to do the fast solve the problem faster.
Yeah, I agree. Yep. That's true.
Okay, now I want to ask you if you can give some suggestion to someone who wants to build their career in software industry. It could be IT student or it could be someone who want to switch the career. Any advice do you want to give it to them?
So what I would like to tell them is like after you are graduate or even when you are studying masters or bachelors, so just do some kind of like give you some time learning on new technologies, because that will help you a lot after you complete your college. Because when you are in college, so they don't tell you the real work, right? So it will be just theoretically. So to be more practically efficient, you need to go to the several projects, or if you can learn like some new technologies, then that will be helpful for you a lot. Also, like there are lots of institutions in today's, right? So that will guide you, that will provide you some mentorship, that will provide you trainings, so which will be helpful for all those graduates. So I would also suggest them to join if they don't have time in like gathering all those resources or going through all those materials. And if those people like don't want to spend much time, then they can just join to some of the organizations such as the 𝐓𝐡𝐞 𝐃 so that they will get all those facilities accumulated and they will save their time. And apart from that, like spend your time in creating a portfolio or creating project so that you can attach your resume and enhance your LinkedIn profile. So that will also help you to enhance or land your career in IT industry. Yeah, that's so. I'd like to say like learn and learn. So every day,
More focus on practical, right?
so even today, what I do is I generally spend my 1 hour each day of learning new technologies. For example, what you need to do is like just you don't need to assign like 3 or 4 hours. Just give like 1 hour of your each day time learning new technologies. So in a week you will have 7 hours, right? In 7 hours you can learn like
A lot,
a lot
if
of
you
things.
learn
So, yeah,
consistently.
consistently. That's what I'd like to tell everyone.
Okay, thank you. That's really practical approach. And yeah, I have seen many people, they made career themselves, self-made developer. And then even you study in the university, you need to learn self to become developer like yourself, So it's all about dedication, time, and then just believing in yourself.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with that.
So is there anything, I mean, we are close to the end. That's all I wanted to ask and, share your journey so that everybody who is watching can relate. And then hopefully this will help them to speed up their career journey in the tech industry. Is there anything that we haven't covered which is valuable for our listener?
So I'd like to tell people so who are just a recent graduate, just have some kind of passions and dedications, right? So don't get demotivated when you are rejected from the offers. I know you will be rejected quite a lot, but don't get demotivated, because at the end of the time, you will of course be able to land into the IT industry. So it's a matter of time. It's not hard. You can do it, but you have to have some kind of patience. So you can't get that within 1 month or 2 months. So you need to wait and just enhance your skills and maybe like participate in trainings or make your own portfolio, apply job. So apply and apply.
Yeah, just learn from the mistake.
Learn from the mistake and don't get demotivated. I know like when I was like graduated, so there was no one telling me it's easy to it's easy to land in the IT industry. So people tell me, no, it's very hard to land in the IT job. So that was a kind of like mentorship which I was lacking. But in current industry, like you all the people can get like good mentorship from everyone, right? So I'd like to say like don't get demotivated. Just apply until you get a job. Enhance your skills and enhance your portfolio, do the several projects.
Work with another people. Work as a community project. Or do something, So more focus on hands-on skills. That's all
that's
matters.
True. That all matters.
Yeah, that's very true. All right, guys, we are to very end to the discussion today. Hopefully you have learned quite a lot of information from Amit, and please take some of his advice and implement it, because he has made his way to the software engineering as an international student in Australia. So most of you probably onto the same shoes that you have been walked through. So don't learn from your mistake, learn from his mistake, save your time, start your career early in the tech industry. And I always like ask my guest, if you have any question, you can ask me one question. What would you like to ask if you want to ask anything?
I mean, I know I'm not getting anything in my mind, but I'd like to tell like you are helping a lot of Nepalese community, not even Nepalese, like you are helping a lot of graduates for all those communities, right? So that's what I'd like to thanks for supporting all the graduates.
Thank you.
Them to land in the IT career. So which is a fantastic job, and
thank you. That was a compliment. Okay, really appreciate it. Again, thank you so much, Amit, for coming. And guys, how they can find you if they want to reach you out?
Yeah, you can like message me on the LinkedIn. So I'm available on LinkedIn.
I'll put
queries.
I will put your link.
Just ping me in the LinkedIn.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'll put the LinkedIn in the video somewhere or the description. And with that saying, guys, thank you so much for staying with us all the way to the end. And I hope you enjoyed this conversation. If you have any question, write down in the comment section. And then again, thank you, Amit, for coming. And guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you next. Bye. Hey guys, thank you so much for staying all the way to the end. I hope you got really a lot of value from our conversation today. If you have any suggestion, please write into the comment section. I'll read them all. I'll see you next.